Hello, this is Bug News, and today we're going to talk about Put a Ring on It. And I'll admit that I just started watching this show, and I think this was the season premiere. I think it's based out of Georgia or Atlanta. But today we're going to talk about Shorty Mack. Shorty Mack is a radio host in Columbus, Georgia. So she's in between Georgia and Atlanta. But let's remember one thing. You know, she's in entertainment industry. She's a woman, and unfortunately, things happen. But if you recall, when Jaguar Wright was going around the internet talking loud and stuff, she said sometimes you have to associate yourself with a man to protect yourself from other men. I ain't gonna tie that in at the end. Allegedly, of course, right? I'm gonna give you. Okay, this is a trigger warning. Unfortunately, Shorty Mack had to file a sexual harassment and assault lawsuit against Urban One and a former employee. This is reported in the Atlantic Journal Constitution, so that's a fairly reputable source, right? I mean, much reputable than me, according to various people who, jump on my case. But anyway, we ain't gonna go there. But Shorty Mack, she, what was the date of this? So this was in 2019 when this was filed. I don't know if the case is settled or what have you. But in this case, the person Smith, he countersued, and we're gonna read just some of the excerpts of this, and it's just very wild. Trigger warnings is a little graphic, so here we go. In her lawsuit, she said while discussing possible employment after a concert, they walked to his office and he abruptly and unexpectedly forced himself on Miss Abraham and kissed her on the mouth. Miss Abraham resisted the sexual advances of defendant Smith. In her suit, Smith said if you want a job, she would need to get it popping, which she understood to mean have sex with defendant Smith. She said she began crying upon hearing his alleged sex for hire proposition. Now, his version, this is what they literally says, his version of their initial meeting at his office was far more innocuous, and innocuous means less harmful. And actually, I had to look that, just to be honest, I had to look that word up to see how to pronounce it. But anyway, that's what that means. So he's saying it was less harmful. That's what that means. He said she was crying about the working conditions at Streets 94.5. So she probably was working at a competitive radio station. She was complaining about the working conditions. I don't know what she was doing, or she's midday, evenings, nights, or whatever. But anyway, let's continue on. Where she was employed at the time, he said he comforted her with a tissue to dry her tears. Sorry. In some words, of faith and encouragement. He said he did not make any romantic or sexual advances towards Abraham. Make any unwanted or inappropriate physical contact with Abraham. Make any suggestions or explicit comments or around Abraham or otherwise proposition him in any way whatsoever. All right, then this is what she said in the lawsuit. And remind you that was his statement in his countersuit. All right, so in her lawsuit, she said he would compliment her looks, including her breasts, her skin, and her body. Remember, I said trigger warning. She also heard he had harassed and propositioned other female employees. On May 22nd, 2017, he allegedly assaulted her in his office, pushed her into a chair, and forcing his penis into her mouth, excuse me, for about a minute before she could get away. Wow. She said as a result of his actions, she suffered insomnia, anxiety, weight loss, extreme fear of being with men in isolated situations, self-doubt, self-loathing, and many other infirmities. So, and infirmities, if I'm pronouncing that right, means physical or mental weakness. So, let's continue on. And we know that, I'm probably going to take a hit on this one. But anyway, we know Shorty Mack's dating a guy. He appears to be a little bit younger than her. He's a stout guy. So now when she goes out or she's out in public, she got somebody with her. So, um, and he got a little, he got a little edge on him. That's allegedly, he got a little edge on him. He can have 2 master's degrees, but he still can have a little. He could be a corporate thug. But he got a little edge on him. So when executives see her now, they gonna think, oh yeah, she got that edgy dude. I was about to say crazy dude. She got that edgy dude. I ain't trying to deal with that. The entertainment industry is rough, I tell you. But just makes you think. And so we're gonna watch how their relationship plays out, and we're actually gonna see if this comes out in the show. It'll be very interesting to see and to discuss. Now, the only thing I was curious about, we did a little research. I mean, she's easy to research. So she recently bought a house. She signed the deed, but the dude wasn't in the picture. She said the pandemic in her statement on the IG page. So it looked like her mom. And then Shorty Mack is from Ethos. So Ethos is a small country. I think it's between Ethiopia and Somalia. And I think they might got a little oil there. But I know a lot of Ethiopians come here and they got educated. And, when I say educated, at least 2 degrees, if not higher. So it's just a little interesting tidbit. And I don't think they were ever colonized like Ethiopia was too. Or I think they were by the Italians, for a minute or so. I guess till they got ran out Ethiopian. And so the person that allegedly did this, and we don't know the status of this case. He was fired immediately from Urban One, which used to be Radio One. And he was making a decent salary for that area. He was on it at the time. He was okay. So he was overseeing. Well, Radio One, Urban One, they work you to death. But anyway, he was covering a lot of markets besides which were far from that market. So, and radio ain't the same as it was. Let's say at least 15 years ago. But this is Bug News. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Unfortunately, this may have happened, may not have happened. We don't know the outcome of the lawsuit. But continue to watch the show. Thank you very much.